Hi, my name is Dervla and I'm one of the counsellors here in GMIT. Welcome back to part 2 of exam preparation tips, where we are going to look at what you can do to assist your study. Knowing yourself and how you normally react in stressful situations is very important. It can be good to understand what your behaviours are. One such behaviour is called avoidance, and this can increase our stress levels dramatically. It's important to overcome avoidance when we are stressed by using coping strategies that we find helpful or ones that may have worked in the past. Procrastination can also be another behaviour that comes around when we are stressed or when we are studying for exams and assessments. Procrastination is where we will do any other task except the one that we have set out to do, such as studying. A good way to overcome procrastination is by setting yourself a task, one that is realistic and achievable, nothing too big, and committing to this. For example, you could set yourself the task of answering one question from an exam paper over a specific amount of time. Once this has been completed, take a break, refocus, and then go again. You will definitely get a sense of achievement for completing the task you've set out. It's also important around these times when we're stressed or around exam time, not to try and resolve any complex issues that are going on in your life, such as relationship issues. It's also important to minimize distractions. As we all know, there are a lot of distractions at the moment, both with what's going on globally and locally in our own country and in our own towns. So it's very important that we try and minimize the distractions as best we can and concentrate at the task at hand. So what is it we can do about all of this and help you to assist you in your study? In part 1, we looked at the study plan and making sure that the basics are in place and continue to be there while you study. In part 2, we will look at free writing, managing expectations and self-talk. And in part 3, we will look at grounding, mindfulness, breaks, and engaging help. Free association writing can be helpful. It is the process where you write all of the thoughts that come into your mind. A good way of doing this is to set a timer for 20 minutes and just write. It doesn't need to be about anything specific. Don't pause or try to formulate what you're going to write. And if you don't feel like you have anything new coming up, like a word or a sentence, continue to write the sentence you've just written previously, over and over again. A good idea also, if you're feeling stressed or annoyed, can be to write about what's making you feel stressed or annoyed. I feel X because of Y, or just name the emotions you're experiencing, because sometimes there are no reasons, especially nowadays. Free association writing definitely works. It clears the mind and allows the good stuff to come up to the surface and bubble. It's a good technique to help stop self-sabotage and a good way to process what's on our minds, especially when we feel like we can't verbalize them. Managing expectations is very important also around exam and assessment time. There are the usual external pressures present, as well as the ones now that are out of our control because of the place that we find ourselves in today. Perceived or expressed pressures by family members and people you respect can make you feel stressed, but please remember, it's your life and you are in control. It's also good to remember that the college and your lecturers are doing everything they can to help you reach your goals this academic year, and will be taking into consideration the challenges you're experiencing that are out of your control at this time. The college is also doing a lot of work around protecting the integrity of our awards and maintaining our standards. Be kind to yourself in these times and know that you're in a unique position which is completely out of your control. It's always good to base your expectations on past performance, while also considering your current circumstances and how much you've been able to achieve with your study over the last few weeks, given everything that's going on. Please remember to do your best. That's all you can do. It's important to have perspective and to put the assessment into context at the moment. If others are putting pressure on you Talk to them. Find out more. Where is this coming from? And let them know how you are feeling and what you are thinking. Use your own expectations to assist your study. Ask for and accept help, especially from family members. The list of this could be endless. Could be asking someone to cook you a nutritious meal, asking someone if you can talk to them, go for a walk with them, or asking someone to help you find a study space that's quiet in your home. Also, there's always alternatives. Your exam or assessment do not dictate whether you're a good or bad person, or whether you're a success or a failure. Managing self-talk is so important. With 65,000 thoughts a day, we couldn't possibly engage with them all. It's vital for yourself to acknowledge your own internal dialogue and how this affects your emotions. Each thought can mean an associated change in mood. Our self-talk can be difficult to manage when we are stressed. So it's important not to believe everything you think. Thoughts are not facts. Ask yourself if the thought you're having is a fact or an opinion. Engage and problem solve the facts within your control and let the opinions go as best as you can. I would like to thank you for taking the time to listen to this presentation. Part 3 up next will look at grounding yourself and skills to do this. Thank you and take care.